Many years ago, when I was testing for my first degree black belt, as I sat on the hardwood floor waiting, I found myself doubting everything. Did I really deserve this? Was I actually qualified? My mind was flooded with every mistake I'd ever made in class. But here's what changed everything. I discovered what I call the confidence reload hack. It's not positive thinking fluff or fake it till you make it nonsense. It's about rewiring your brain using proven non-emotional facts about yourself that your mind already accepts as true. Hi, I'm Will D., college professor and longtime martial artist, and today we're talking about the neuroscience of unshakable confidence. Your brain operates like a computer full of evidence files about your capabilities. But here's the problem. Most people's confidence files have been corrupted with doubt, fear, and a selective memory that focuses on your failures instead of your wins. During my black belt test, I had a revelation. I found that confidence isn't about feeling good or pumping yourself up with motivational speeches. It's about having accurate data about the things you can actually do. Think of it like updating your mental software with information based on facts instead of running code that's full of bugs. Here's why positive affirmations fail so spectacularly. Your brain has a built-in fact checker in the prefrontal cortex. When you tell yourself, I'm amazing at everything, your brain immediately pulls up contradictory evidence and rejects that whole statement as evidentially false. It's like trying to convince a very skeptical science with data somebody just made up on the fly. But here's the juicy truth secret. Your brain already accepts specific factual proof of your capabilities. The difference between emotional confidence and factual confidence is the difference between a house built on sand versus that one built on bedrock. Your prefrontal cortex processes self-assessment data by cross-referencing new claims against stored memories of actual performance. When the data matches, you get a solid, unshakable feeling of knowing you can handle something. When it doesn't match, well, you get anxiety and self-doubt. So there I was, minutes before my black belt test, realizing I had actual proof of my abilities, but I wasn't accessing it properly. I had learned complex forms, broken boards, sparred with advanced students, and helped teach lower belts the same things I would be tested on that day. The evidence was there, but my brain was stuck running the wrong program. Here's the thing. Most people walk around with massive evidence files of their competence, but have never learned how to access them properly when they need to boost their confidence most. They've solved problems, learned new skills, overcome challenges, helped others, and achieved goals. But when faced with new situations, their brain defaults to the worst case scenario instead of pulling up relative proof of capability. Your brain stores every win, every time you figure out something, every moment you push through difficulty. So the problem isn't a lack of evidence. The problem is you don't know how to access your confidence database when you need it the most. Think about it. You've probably mastered things that once seemed impossible to you. You've learned to walk, you've learned to read, drive, use technology, navigate relationships, solve work problems. Your brain has extensive files proving you can learn, adapt, and use the feedback you've received to succeed. But most people are never able to systemically access this gold mine of factual confidence. So let's look at how you can reload your confidence database with bulletproof evidence that your brain can't argue with. The confidence reload hack has 3 simple steps that work with your brain's natural fact-checking system instead of against it. Step 1 is take the evidence inventory. You're going to list 10 concrete accomplishments, not vague stuff like, I'm a good person. Specific things you can actually see that you've done. I learned 17 martial arts forms. I taught my nephew how to ride a bike. I figured out that spreadsheet problem at work that stumped everybody else. I made it through college. I parallel parked on the first time last Tuesday. Your brain trusts specific facts over general feelings. When you say, I completed a marathon, your prefrontal cortex can verify that against stored memories. When you say, I'm naturally athletic, it starts hunting for all the evidence that contradicts that statement. And the key is to remember, no accomplishment is too small. You've learned to tie your shoes. You figured out how to use new software. You made somebody laugh when they were sad. You successfully ordered food in a foreign language. Your brain doesn't rank these achievements, but what they do is it files them as problems solved and skills acquired. Step 2 is skill translation. This is where the magic happens. You connect a past win or wins to current challenges by identifying your underlying capabilities. Here's how this worked for my black belt test. I had learned complex martial arts forms, which translated to I can master intricate sequences under pressure. I had sparred with bigger, stronger, faster opponents, which meant I can perform when stakes are high and conditions aren't perfect. I helped teach lower belts, proving I can break down complex skills and communicate them clearly. Every accomplishment contains transferable proof of capability. You learn to drive, which means you can coordinate multiple inputs while making split-second decisions. You figured out that relationship conflict, proving you can navigate complex emotional situations and find solutions to them. You mastered that video game, demonstrating you can learn new systems through trial and error. The thing is to keep in mind is that your brain loves pattern recognition. When you show it, I did X, which required skill Y, and the current situation also requires that skill Y, it accepts the logical connection. Step 3 is that reload technique itself. This is your 30-second confidence protocol that you use right before your challenging situations. First, take 3 deep breaths. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system and gives your prefrontal cortex better access to your stored memories. Then recall one specific piece of evidence that connects your current challenge. Finally, state the connection out loud or in your head. I figured out that complex project at work, which means I can learn new systems and solve problems I haven't seen before. Right before my black belt test, I used this exact technique. I breathed, recalled teaching that difficult form to a struggling student, and told myself, I broke down complex movements for somebody else, which means I understand these techniques well enough to demonstrate them under pressure today. The common mistake people make is using emotions instead of facts. They try to pump themselves up with I feel confident instead of I have real evidence of capability. They get too general with I'm good at stuff instead of I successfully troubleshot that network problem last month. Another mistake is trying to convince yourself you're perfect. Because it knows you so well, your brain's going to reject that immediately. So instead, you simply access accurate data about the actual track work that you've done figuring things out and getting results. This beats traditional confidence building because it's based on truth your brain already accepts. You're not trying to install new beliefs. You're just learning to access the proof that's already stored in your mental database. You can use this for job interviews by recalling times when you learn new skills quickly. For public speaking, remember conversations where you explained complex ideas clearly. For difficult conversations, access memories of times you navigated conflict successfully. The beauty is your brain can't argue with its own stored data. When you present factual evidence of past performance, your confidence becomes unshakable because it's built on bedrock instead of wishful thinking. Now, let's put this into action with a simple exercise you can try right now. So do this. Pick one current challenge you're facing. Maybe it's a presentation next week, a difficult conversation you've been avoiding, or maybe learning a new skill that seems overwhelming right now. Now, apply the 3-step process to that specific situation. First, list 3 concrete things you've accomplished that require similar capabilities. Don't overthink this. You've solved problems before. You've learned new things before. You've communicated effectively before. Second, translate those wins into relevant skills. If you're nervous about a presentation, recall times when you explained something complex to a friend or taught somebody a new concept. If you're avoiding a difficult conversation, remember conflicts you've navigated successfully or times you stood up for yourself. Third, practice the reload technique. Breathe deeply, access that specific evidence, and state the connection clearly. Here's your 7-day confidence reload challenge. Each morning, spend 2 minutes updating your evidence inventory. Document small wins from the previous day. Figured out a shortcut at work? Evidence file. Had a good conversation with your neighbor? Logged and stored. Successfully parallel parked? Your brain now has fresh proof that your spatial reasoning abilities have improved. As you build your inventory, you'll find that compound effect is remarkable. After a week of systemically accessing your evidence files, your brain starts defaulting to factual evidence instead of worst-case scenarios. You're literally rewiring your default confidence response through repetition and accurate data input. Here's a quick troubleshooting trick. If you generally can't think of any accomplishment, start smaller. You got dressed this morning. You figured out what to eat for breakfast. You successfully navigated traffic or public transportation and you made it to work. Your brain stores every successful problem-solving instance, no matter how routine it seems. So here's your key takeaway. Confidence isn't about feeling good. It's about accessing accurate data about your capabilities that your brain already accepts as true. Your brain has extensive evidence of files proving you can learn, adapt, and succeed. All you need to do is reload that database when you need it the most. You've got this. Oh, one last thing. Just hit subscribe for more brain-boosting hacks that take minutes but change everything. It's an easy and free way to support us, and you'll boost your brain power along the way. Until the next time, this is Will Deek wishing you only success. And remember, you can reload your confidence anytime you need it.